All right, let's jump right in. Welcome to today's explainer. We are going to look really closely at the mechanics of building a massive, highly successful content channel without ever, and I mean literally ever, stepping in front of a camera lens. If you've been kind of curious about how some of the most popular content on the internet is being produced quietly behind the scenes, well, you are in exactly the right place.
But first, I want you to think about your own viewing habits for just a second. Have you ever been scrolling, clicked on something that looked fascinating, and then sat there and watched an entire 10-minute explainer or documentary without ever once seeing the actual creator's face? Well, congratulations, you've already consumed a faceless channel. You probably didn't even consciously notice it at the time, but this incredibly popular content model is literally everywhere right now. Today, we are breaking down exactly what this model is and how it actually functions. Okay, here is exactly how we're going to unpack this blueprint today. First, what is a faceless channel? Second, why the model is exploding. Third, the easy mode myth. And fourth, is faceless right for you? Let's start with section 1. What is a faceless channel? The silent giant. This is a massive, quiet force operating right under our noses. So let's just start with a super clear definition. A faceless channel is, well, exactly what it sounds like. It's content where the creator never appears on camera. No face, no camera, the whole shebang is built differently. Instead of a traditional personal vlog style, these videos are meticulously built from alternative assets. We're talking stock footage, slick animations, screen recordings, or even just simple slideshows paired with a really strong voiceover. All of this rich visual media is tied together and narrated, and actually, that narration might be the creator's real voice, or it could even be an AI-generated voice.
You have absolutely seen this style of content. Just think about some common examples for a second. True crime recap channels that walk you through a mystery using just photos and maps, or those top 10 list explainers counting down random, fascinating facts. Motivational quote channels, finance explainers that just showed charts and screen recordings, history documentaries using old archival footage. A massive chunk of the content ecosystem actually runs entirely on this specific format. It's highly engaging, and the face of the creator is completely absent.
Moving right along to section 2, why the model is exploding, the unseen boom. So why is this unseen boom happening right now? The popularity of the faceless model is just surging. I mean, it's incredibly fast, making it one of the most explosive ways to build an audience today. Looking at the source material, there are 3 massive reasons driving this upward trajectory. And what's truly fascinating here is how 3 distinct factors have perfectly aligned at this exact moment in time. We've got a dramatically lower barrier to entry, a really unique kind of scalability, and the rapid evolution of AI tools. Let's break each of these down so you can really understand the mechanics at play. First up, the lower barrier to entry. This is a massive shift. Think about traditional content creation. You need to be totally comfortable on camera, right? You need an on-screen personality that just pops. And usually you need expensive lighting setups and a perfectly curated background. The faceless model? It takes all that camera comfort and just throws it out the window. You do not need a polished on-screen persona. If you have the ability to write a great script, narrate effectively, or honestly just direct the flow of the content, you can build a highly successful channel. The friction to actually just get started is dramatically reduced. Second, we have scalability. Now, this is where things get truly fascinating. A faceless channel scales completely differently than personality-driven content. When a channel is built around your face and your voice, the audience forms an intimate connection with you. You, the creator, become the bottleneck. But because a faceless channel isn't intimately tied to one person's physical identity, it opens up a whole new operational playbook. Down the line, creators can outsource the scripting, they can outsource the voiceover, they can outsource the editing. Eventually, you can run the whole thing almost like a small content business, rather than being a one-person show trying to juggle a million things yourself. And the third major driver? AI tools. This is a real game changer. Technology has completely leveled the playing field because the tools have simply caught up to the ambition of solo creators. Today, we have AI voice generators that sound incredibly natural. We have AI script writing assistants to help structure your ideas. We have instant access to massive libraries of royalty-free stock footage. So what does this mean in practice? It means a single person sitting on their couch with a laptop can now produce broadcast-quality content that literally just a few short years ago would have required an entire production team to pull off. All right, section 3, the easy mode myth. Time for a reality check. I want to be completely straight with you here and provide a bit of a reality check. With all this talk of AI tools and outsourcing, people very often assume that going faceless is the quote-unquote easy mode of content creation. Actually, scratch that. It is absolutely not. Yes, you are trading away the need for camera comfort and a charismatic on-screen personality, but you are trading it for a completely different, equally demanding set of skills. To actually succeed here, you must have incredibly strong script writing, really deep topic research, and super sharp editing. The face might be gone, but that fierce competition for the viewer's attention, that remains exactly the same.
So the absolutely crucial point here is perfectly captured in this quote from the source. Faceless does not mean effortless. Hit the nail right on the head. This is a fundamental shift in the skill sets required to succeed, not some magical shortcut to easy money. You still have to put in the work. It's just a different type of work taking place entirely behind the scenes.
Which brings us to section 4. Is faceless right for you? Is this your playbook? We've looked at the what, the why, and the reality. Now let's do a quick gut check to see if this playbook actually aligns with you. This format tends to be a fantastic fit if you fall into a few specific categories. Number 1, you're camera shy, or you just prefer to maintain your privacy and not be the public face of your work. Number 2, you are way more interested in the mechanics of research, design, and storytelling than you are in physically performing for an audience. Number 3, you have a long-term vision of building a channel that could eventually be run by a small team. And number 4, you find yourself naturally drawn to information-heavy or narrative niches. Things like stating facts, exploring history, deep diving into true crime, explaining finance, all that good stuff. If these points resonate with you, then yeah, you are absolutely looking at the right blueprint.
And if that does sound like you, then everything we've covered today is the foundation for your practical 90-day launch plan. Here is how you actually execute this roadmap. In your first 30 days, your absolute focus is identifying one of those top profitable niches and doing deep audience research. Just figure out what people want. Then, days 30 to 60, that's for building your systems. Secure your AI tools, master your essential editing software, and start banking content. Finally, days 60 to 90 are all about execution. That means mastering SEO, uploading consistently, and pushing hard toward monetization. That is your 90-day roadmap to get this thing off the ground.
So I'll leave you with this final thought to chew on as we wrap up today's explainer. We've seen that the barrier is way lower, the scalability is amazing, but the effort required in research, scripting, and editing, it's intense. The tools are out there, ready and waiting. The only question left is, are you ready to trade the camera for the system? Think about that. I really hope this explainer brought you some serious clarity today. Keep learning and stay focused. Catch you next time.